not been good lately. You know that 62% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. 24% of Americans have more credit card debt than emergency savings. Or how about this one? Adults under the age of 35 currently have savings rates of negative 2%. Wow. We need to set up a game plan. We need to get you back into the financial markets in a very positive way. And we can do that. Just join philsgang.com. We're here to help you. It's only $49.95 a month. That's it. You're going to be investing in yourself. That's what you need. And you got all the Phil's Gang material archived. You got classrooms. You got support. There's nothing like it. So as this market continues to go higher, not because things are good, not because the economy is doing well, because of all this stimulus, you're missing one of the best opportunities to put retirement money away now. Sock it away now. But you got to learn how to do it. Check us out. That's philsgang.com or give us a call 877-600-4264.
Every single one of his medical bills, everything is just all taken care of.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes.
At St. Jude, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti. Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
Move over. TD Ameritrade and Scottrade. There's a new leader in the pack of the finest trading platforms in the country. That's right, Phil's Easy Trade platform, designed by professional traders, and is why it's so easy to navigate, so easy to execute, and includes the most important and advanced features that give both professional and novice traders the edge they would expect. So simplistic, so stealth-like to assist you in building your profit center. For information on Phil's Easy Trade platform, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG.
That's right, folks. philsgang.com now offers a stock trading and investing platform. This unique platform is fast and designed for performance with the integration with PTT1 and PTT2 stock charts. It will also be tailored to the way that Phil's Gang teaches you in class. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. You know, a lot of people are afraid of the stock market after losing most of their money in the different crashes, but now you don't have to be fearful because we have technology that will tell you when the markets are ready to collapse. That's right, the PT2. I designed it so that we get information in advance of any correction, the smallest correction to the largest correction. Get my PT2. Make sure this time when you are investing that you have safety on your side.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
Money's coming to me.
Happy birthday, happy.
Yes, happy birthday. Obamacare turns 5 years old today. But I don't see anything to celebrate. Do you? Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. My name is Phil Grande, and it is 5 years old. This total failure, this Obamacare. What are you, nuts? We were promised premiums would drop. That's what they promised us. The president promised Obamacare law means lower cost for millions of Americans. Obama guaranteed that we didn't have to change our doctors. Not if we didn't want to. He guaranteed that. He boasted in 2008 with these lower premiums by $2,500 for a typical family. $2,500 a year we'd save. When premiums are 25% higher now than they would have been without Obamacare. Now he also reassured us that the law Obamacare law, the Affordable Care Act, which is not affordable. In fact, there's nothing in the Affordable Care Act, there is no mandate in that act that makes it affordable. Think about that. Think about that. Not even one thing in that law. The Affordable Care Act, affordable, keyword, affordable. Not one mandate, nothing that forces it to be affordable. He reassured us that our drug costs, especially for our seniors, the most drugs they use would be going down by 40%. Instead, they've gone up 30 to 40%. What are you, nuts? This is crazy. 5-year anniversary of birthday. My Lord, what a disgrace. That's not the only disgrace. What about 401ks? Another failure, another disgrace. 60% of employees have less than $10,000 in their 401k. Think about that. And by the time you get paying your administrative fees, the asset management fees, the 1201B fees, you're not going to have anything left. Nothing left. So we got Obamacare, we got a failed 401k. What is going on? And we got a failed Federal Reserve. A failed Federal Reserve. A bunch of phonies. Bush and Obama, they have failed. They have failed to deliver the American dream, which starts with a good job, which is an individual's primary identity, their very self-worth, their dignity. Obama and Bush has failed, both of them, to deliver plentiful full-time jobs. There are now 2.4 million fewer full-time jobs now, right now, than when Obama became president in 2009. Failures. That's all we see around us is failures and lies. But you are facing one of the biggest crises ever, retirement. And you got a bunch of phony planners, money managers, who are pushing you in the wrong direction. If I hear another ad that says, I will guarantee you that you'll never lose money if the market goes down. If I hear one of those ads again, I will scream. I will guarantee you, you'll never lose money again when the market goes down, and you'll make money when the market goes up. I hear those every Saturday. They need to be pulled off the air. They need to be pulled off the air. Those are the biggest fraud. Those annuities are so fraudulent, it's unbelievable. Those claims are so fraudulent. People that have no clue what that. There's so many people going after those things right now. It's nuts. Because here's how they work. Do you really believe that anyone's going to insure you that you will never lose money on the way down? Here's what they don't tell you about those things. First of all, it has nothing to do with stocks. You're buying an insurance policy. The fees up front are a killer. And then you got to read the fine print. Because if you go to get out of those early, you get killed. You get killed trying to get out of those. The way it works is this here. They tell you, okay, if you buy this insurance policy, this annuity, and the stock market goes down 50%, you never lose a penny. Here's what they don't tell you. So if market goes down 50%, turns around and goes up 200% since 2008. If you were in one of those policies on the way back up to 200%, you know how much they give you with the 200%? Think about it. If you're lucky, you get 3%. If you're real lucky, you get 5% of the 200%. They keep the rest. They keep the rest. And by the time you're done with your fees, you have nothing left. It's just as bad as a 401k. You got to take responsibility for everything in your life today. You can't depend on government for anything. You can't depend on government for Obamacare or your health care or you're going to retire. God, if you depend on government or you depend on one of these 401ks, you got to be out of your mind. We have the Federal Reserve, who's a pack of liars. A pack of liars. The strengthening of the U.S. economy. Remember, they kept telling us the strengthening of the U.S. economy is here. It's a myth. Especially when 2/3 of our economic growth comes from consumer spending. If you recall back 2001, 2008, $4 trillion of our GDP consumer spending came from pulling equity out of homes, using our home as a personal ATM machine. What are you, nuts? Remember that? Everybody was refinancing their home between 2000 and 2008. It was all about consumption. They wanted you to go and consume. It was not sustainable. When oil hit $100 a barrel, gasoline was going towards $5. What happened? It blew up. People lost everything. $12 trillion was wiped out of their household net worth. $12 trillion gone, just like that. What was needed back in 2001 to 2008, like now, what is needed now, right now, this moment, is not people consuming more. We need an increase in private investment. That's what is needed. That was what needed in 2001 to 2008. That's what is needed now today. Bush wrongly encouraged people to extract $3 trillion in equity from their homes and go out and buy stuff. How stupid is that? And now, under Obama, he's focusing on increasing food stamps by 122%, disability checks by 50%, child tax credits, even to illegals. Yeah, illegals now can go back 3 years and they get child tax credits. One child, you get $3,600. Two children, you get $6,000, something like that. Crazy. Obama needs to create more full-time, high-paying jobs through encouraging more private investment. And then you can retire without fear. You can accumulate retirement. You can't accumulate retirement on a part-time job. That's all we're getting from this administration is part-time job. In the Bush administration, they kept telling us to consume. And you saw what happened with that. After we're done with the gasoline prices going to $5, it all blew up. Obama needs to acknowledge that the private sector and private investment, not government, is central to the lives of the middle class people. We need private investment. Because, see, private investment has the power to make our lives better. It's about using the managerial, the organizational, the technological innovation that resides in the private sector to improve the lives of people in our communities. That's what we need, not more welfare, not more handouts. Private investment is about unleashing the powers of local entrepreneurs. We have so many local entrepreneurs, it's incredible. But you've got to give them room. You've got to let them grow. That's what we need. We need to unleash the power of local entrepreneurs to create small businesses, to create full-time, high-paying jobs, to reduce poverty in their communities, give people a hand up instead of a handout. We'll be right back. 14 past the hour here on Phil's Gang. Join my gang.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Professional traders and investors know that Interactive Brokers provides the edge they need in today's markets. Low commissions and financing rates, along with best price execution and a focus on advanced trading technology and low costs that help maximize returns. At Interactive Brokers, not only do professional traders and investors get direct market access to stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and funds on over 100 markets in 23 countries from a single IB universal account. They also benefit from a wide array of advanced trading technology, from extensive options trading tools to sophisticated risk management and much more. Keep a pulse on daily market activity with commentary with IB's Traders Insight, which delivers market analysis from professional traders in the industry directly to your screen. Visit us at interactivebrokers.com to learn more about these offerings. interactivebrokers.com. Interactive Brokers, member SIPC.
Hi, this is Phil Grande at philsgang.com. What makes investors around the world successful? They are savvy, they do their homework, they look for the best deal, and they find it at philsgang.com and Interactive Brokers.
Professional investors know that Interactive Brokers provides the edge they need in today's markets. Low commissions and financing rates, along with best price execution and a focus on advanced trading technology and low costs that help maximize returns. At Interactive Brokers, not only do professional investors get direct market access to stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and funds on over 100 markets in 23 countries from a single IB universal account, they also benefit from a wide array of advanced trading technology. Go to Interactive Brokers and improve your returns today.
PhilGang.com chooses InteractiveBroker.com. Check out Interactive Brokers for more information. Be sure to tell them Phil Grande sent you. That's InteractiveBrokers.com. What makes investors around the world successful? They're savvy, they do their homework, they look for the best value, and they find it at Interactive Brokers. Phil's Gang chooses Interactive Brokers, stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and worldwide from one account. I recommend Interactive Brokers to all my Phil's Gang members. I use it myself. Check them out. Go to philsgang.com and click on the Interactive Brokers graphic, and that's philsgang.com. Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Boy, the news has not been good lately. You know that 62% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. 24% of Americans have more credit card debt than emergency savings. Or how about this one? Adults under the age of 35 currently have savings rates of negative 2%. Wow. We need to set up a game plan. We need to get you back into the financial markets in a very positive way. And we can do that. Just join philsgang.com. We're here to help you. It's only $49.95 a month. That's it. You're going to be investing in yourself. That's what you need. And you got all the Phil's Gang material archived. You got classrooms. You got support. There's nothing like it. So as this market continues to go higher, not because things are good, not because the economy is doing well, because of all this stimulus, you're missing one of the best opportunities to put retirement money away now. Sock it away now, but you got to learn how to do it. Check us out. That's philsgang.com, or give us a call 877-600-4264.
Every single one of his medical bills, everything is just all taken care of.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes.
At St. Jude, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti. Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
PhilsGang.com offers unique stock software called Phil's Talking Trader on a monthly subscription starting at only $14.95 a month. The Phil's Gang PTT charting software offers earnings data, audio notifications, and the charts are color-coded, so it's the easiest charting software on the market.
Their charts are wonderful. I like the PT1 and the PT2. I use them interchangeably. I have been with him for almost 4 years, and I found that his information is very useful in my being able to make this year 65% above my initial investment.
I would recommend to become a Phil's Gang member because he has his own charts, and like he says, it's follow the money.
The PTT 1 and 2, it really just tells you exactly what to do.
To subscribe to the easiest charting software available, that's philsgang.com. Give them a call, 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. This segment is brought to you by Phil's Talking Trader Stock Charts.
I believe in you. I believe in the power of millions of courageous conservatives rising up to reignite the promise of America. And that is why today I am announcing that I'm running for President of the United States.
And that's Ted Cruz running for President of the United States. I only laugh because it doesn't matter who's president. Really? Does it really matter? No, I don't think so. I think they should take the White House and condominiumize it and timeshare it. Let's timeshare it. Think of the money that we could make. There's where Lincoln slept. There's where Mrs. Lincoln slept. That's where the dog slept. We could timeshare those, make a fortune, get rid of our $18 trillion in debt. It seems like no matter who becomes president, nothing changes. Our debt keeps growing. The Congress becomes more stupid. I think there's going to be any changes made, it's got to be the Federal Reserve. But Congress can't change the Federal Reserve because the Federal Reserve owns Congress. Federal Reserve owns the monopolies. They own the media. They own everything. They own the Supreme Court justices. It's crazy. So today, to show how crazy it is, Obamacare turns 5 years old. Think how we got duped. Think how we got duped. He promised us our premiums would go down by $2,500 a year. They're up 24% a year. Some even more. Some more. He said your cost, the drug cost, especially for seniors, the most of the drugs you use, the 120 drugs that most of the seniors use all the time, are going to drop by 30%. They're up 30 to 40%, went the opposite way. Obama promised there'd be more competition, but there's less competition. That's why drug prices are so high. That's why they're high. He said we're going to have so many more options under this Obamacare. We have fewer options. We have fewer options. Look at the number of hospitals we used to be able to go. 60% of those hospitals are now gone. You don't have that choice anymore. He said the cost would be $940 billion. It's $1.2 trillion and still climbing. Still climbing. This is crazy. What he has done is he said, I will take these 30 million people and I'm going to make it affordable for them. Off the backs of the 234 million people who have insurance, like me and you. Our policies doubled and tripled. Our deductible went from $800 to $2,500 to $3,800. So that you and I can subsidize one of these 10 million of the 30 million. They're $345. We pay the $300 for them. So our premium has doubled and tripled while we're paying $300 of the $345. And every time I hear on TV or I hear a politician or one of these liberals come out and say, look at this, Obamacare's a success. Look at the low-cost health insurance. But they don't say, look for the low-cost health insurance for the 10 million people. While the 240-some-odd million people got screwed. They don't say that, do they? Look. When Yellen came out last week, remember we were going to have the rate hike? And she kept pointing to the dollar, and the dollar kept going up and up and up. I mean, we haven't seen a dollar this strong since the 50s. And a strong dollar represents what? An improving economy. A strong dollar represents there's a rate hike coming around the corner, supposed to be all positive when it was nothing but a lie. And then she found herself in a corner. And then last week she told everybody, oh, I'm sorry, we're not going to raise rates right now. And then the dollar fell like a flying monkey out of a tree. I mean, my Lord. Then we have Fisher. Then we got all these Fed guys coming out. There's 11 different Fed governors. They're in 11 different parts of the country, like Dallas Fed Fisher. And then you got the Chicago Fed guy. Here, listen to this. They don't even agree with each other. This is Loretta Mester. She's from St. Louis, I believe. Cleveland. Listen to what she says, and then we go to Charles Evans, who I think he's from, Here we go. Listen to this.
When I'm thinking about my forecast, right, for pickup in growth over the rest of the year, what would cause me, and therefore I think that it would be appropriate to raise interest rates sometime this year.
So she wants to raise rates this year because she thinks the economy's good. But let's go to Charles Evans, the other Fed governor from Chicago. Here's what he says.
I would say it could easily be consistent with us not raising rates because conditions evolve in a certain way for quite some time.
So he said they're not going to raise rates for quite some time. She said we could raise them right now because things are good. And then we got the idiot of the idiots, Richard Fisher, the Dallas Fed. This guy here. Listen to him. Do you remember who this guy is? First, let's play it.
If you had to rate the U.S. economy 0 to 10, 10 being the best, 0 being, of course, the least vibrant, where would you peg the U.S. economy at this point in time?
Well, in relative terms, relative to the rest of the world, I'd say we're as close to that upper end of the scale, that is broaching 10. We're number one.
Number one? No, China's number one. Number one? There's only 3 categories we're number one in. We have more people in prison than any other country. And guess what? We have more people who believe in angels than any other country. Wow. The third. We spend more money on defense than any other country, making all the elitists rich. This guy Fisher is nuts. This is the same Dallas Fed Fisher who in 2008, right before the 2008 crash that wiped out 16 trillion household net worth, said on NBC, our economy was in the last inning of the last game in the World Series and was hitting a home run. Some home run. Under Fisher and the Fed policy, Fisher and his band of idiots were responsible for wiping out 16 trillion household net worth and are responsible for the slowest recovery in history. Only a little more than 8 trillion of the 16 trillion ever went back to the balance sheets. Only 8 of the 16 trillion they lost. This idiot. Number one? We're not number one. How the hell can we be ranked number one when our GDP economic growth rate is ranked 169 out of 216 countries? Out of 200 countries, we're 102 when it comes to unemployment percentage. Number one? What are you, nuts? 28 past the hour. We'll be right back. Take a look at some stocks.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. I'm here today with philsgang.com's Phil Grande. Phil, do people really get hurt with 401k fees?
Sure, you're seeing it today like no other time because most people don't understand the fees. And when the 401k started out, it was a perfect timing because the stock market was roaring for 2 years. So they didn't care what they were paying for fees. It always looked like they were making money in spite of the fees. It wasn't until the market broke they found out that they were being scammed by fees. At just a 1% fee, they wipe out 28% of your money.
So you're saying there's a big difference in how much money you end up with at retirement.
Amazing that 85% didn't know what effect these high fees had on their retirement money. For every 1% they pay, 1% takes away 28% of your retirement money. 2%, you lose more than half of all the money you put away for your retirement.
Fees are damaging your future, your retirement. Learn more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. I'm here today with philsgang.com's Phil Grande. Phil, do people really get hurt with 401k fees?
Sure, you're seeing it today like no other time because most people don't understand the fees. And when the 401k started out, it was a perfect timing because the stock market was roaring for 2 years. So they didn't care what they were paying for fees. It always looked like they were making money in spite of the fees. It wasn't until the market broke they found out that they were being scammed by fees. At just a 1% fee, they wipe out 28% of your money.
So you're saying there's a big difference in how much money you end up with at retirement.
Amazing that 85% didn't know what effect these high fees had on their retirement money. For every 1% they pay, 1% takes away 28% of your retirement money. 2%, you lose more than half of all the money you put away for your retirement.
Fees are damaging your future, your retirement. Learn more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Professional traders and investors know that Interactive Brokers provides the edge they need in today's markets. Low commissions and financing rates, along with best price execution and a focus on advanced trading technology and low costs that help maximize returns. At Interactive Brokers, not only do professional traders and investors get direct market access to stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and funds on over 100 markets in 23 countries from a single IB universal account. They also benefit from a wide array of advanced trading technology, from extensive options trading tools to sophisticated risk management and much more. Keep a pulse on daily market activity with commentary with IB's Traders Insight, which delivers market analysis from professional traders in the industry directly to your screen. Visit us at interactivebrokers.com to learn more about these offerings. Interactivebrokers.com. Interactive Brokers, member SIPC.
Be sure to watch The Phil's Gang Show with Phil Grande weekdays at 9 a.m. on various devices like smartphones, tablets, your computer, and more. Get free access to The Phil's Gang Show right in your hands, at home or on the go. Simply go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com and click on the Listen Live link. And we'll see you on the charts.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Boy, the news has not been good lately. You know that 62% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. 24% of Americans have more credit card debt than emergency savings. Or how about this one? Adults under the age of 35 currently have savings rates of negative 2%. Wow. We need to set up a game plan. We need to get you back into the financial markets in a very positive way. And we can do that. Just join philsgang.com. We're here to help you. It's only $49.95 a month. That's it. You're going to be investing in yourself. That's what you need. And you got all the Phil's Gang material archived. You got classrooms. You got support. There's nothing like it. So as this market continues to go higher, not because things are good, not because the economy is doing well, because of all this stimulus, you're missing one of the best opportunities to put retirement money away now. Sock it away now, but you got to learn how to do it. Check us out. That's philsgang.com or give us a call 877-600-4264. Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. You know, a lot of people are afraid of the stock market after losing most of their money in the different crashes, but now you don't have to be fearful because we have technology that will tell you when the markets are ready to collapse. That's right, the PT2. I designed it so that we get information in advance of any correction, the smallest correction to the largest correction. Get my PT2. Make sure this time when you are investing that you have safety on your side.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. This segment is brought to you by philsgang.com.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Let's go to the stock market and go to Stock Corner.
Stock Corner is brought to you by the Phil's Gang video channel. Go to philsgang.com, click on the video channel graphic, and check out Phil's free videos on the market, economy, and current events.
And it's all free. Go to my video. Just go to the homepage. You get there through the homepage, and it's the video library. And we have some great videos for you. Really will help you. But here's what I want to talk about today. Look, we know right now that the 401k is a full disgrace. A full disgrace. We are seeing more and more lawsuits. Lockheed Martin, they just agreed to pay $62 million to settle a lawsuit for screwing their employees in the 401k. 120,000 employees. They put them in the 401k, and then they picked a mutual fund for them that they couldn't possibly make money with because the fees are way too high. We've had 10 such major lawsuits like that this year, or in 2014. And there's going to be more and more of them because people are now getting aware that they now understand that 401ks were never designed for a retirement product. First of all, it's not a retirement product because 25% of the people take money out, borrow money from their 401k. You can't do that. You can't do that. See, we need to go back to the pension fund. Get rid of these stupid 401ks. 60% of employees have less than $10,000 in these things. They were never designed as your primary retirement system. It was a joke to screw you. They were there to get fees from you, to build those big buildings on Wall Street. Do you know the average person at a company who is under 50 years of age, you know what they have in a 401k for retire? $18,000. That's it. And when they retire, most of that's going to go to fees. If in most companies, 60 plus, people are 60 years old plus, the most they have for retirement is $76,000, and they're going to lose half of that when they cash out because of fees. Now you can sit there all day and review your plan, your fees, the plan fees, but they're not going to show you where the hidden fees are. You can read disclosure after disclosure after disclosure and still get screwed. You can read the investment policy statement. Are you nuts? You got geniuses, you got MBAs who write these things to make sure you don't see the stuff so they can screw you. There is no room for making a mistake in a 401k because you don't have that much of a, as I say, with just a 1% fee, 2%, you lose half. You have 3 categories of fees in your 401k that they won't talk to you about. You have your administrative fees that cover the cost of providing customer service. You pay for every day-to-day expense. You pay for the record keeping, the processing transaction, the distributor fees, the parking tickets, the flowers they have at the office. You pay for the vending machines. You pay for everything. Then you have all the asset management fees. Are you kidding me? You pay all the payments to the portfolio managers, to the investment researchers, all the employees, right down to the maintenance guy. You pay for all of that. Then you have the 12B fees. 28 of them are hidden, where they screw you $250 billion a day in trading fees that you can't find them anywhere. So what do? Here's what you do. You follow me. Let me reach out to you, and all I ask from you, if you make money, please, please donate to St. Jude. Donate to St. Jude, to the kids. We've been doing this now for 15 years. Now, here's what you do. You can come to my class on a daily basis, or if you don't have time, you just go look at the archives. Now, let me give you an example. If you have a computer right now at your office, your home, and you're listening to this through your computer, if you have a device, a mobile device, take a look at this. Go on to philsgang.com. I want to show you something that you don't have to worry about your retirement anymore. You can catch up. Take a look at DFE. This was a stock that I put on my PT2 chart. It's a simple chart. It's a color-coded chart. It tells you green you buy, red you don't. And you have a confirmation, what we call a crossover, when enough money is coming in by the institutions. It's called pricing power. Once it crosses, once it turns green, and it did, it was red, then it went green from $51 up to $56.90. And then she pulled back. Then she turned red, so you would have got out. And then she turned green again to get back in. So you would have gotten out when it turned red, got back in when it was green. That you got about 11% return by just knowing the difference between green and red, for heaven's sakes. That's it. You don't even have to know what DFE is. You probably don't even know what DFE is. I don't even know what DFE is. If we dug up JP Morgan, he wouldn't know what DFE is. We don't need to know what DFE is. We don't have to know anything about companies. All you have to do is follow the institutions who know about DFE, who know about Caterpillar. Let's follow the companies that do all the research and spend millions and millions of dollars on research. With today's technology, we can follow them. We can go to any stock in the S&P 500 or the Dow 30, and we can see at any time who owns the majority of that stock. And then with our technology, with our computers that you can see right in front of you right now, when it turns green, it's telling you, and you have the crossover confirmation, it means there is enough institutions who own the stock, the Goldman Sachs, the JP Morgan, the BlackRock, who owned this stock, and now they're purchasing it, and you start purchasing it. And when it turns red, it's telling you they're getting out, you get out. How simple is that? DFE, 11%. We started last week with Johnson & Johnson. Johnson & Johnson. That's a great company. It got squashed. Johnson & Johnson. She dropped from about $109 all the way down to around $95. $109 to $95. And then we waited. 12%. Then we waited. And then last week, what happened? It started to turn green. Turned green at $101, and today it went up to $103. Look how much better is that? Look, it's red. We didn't get in when it was going up when it was red. When it was going up, we didn't get in when it was red. We waited till it turned green. What is wrong with that? How beautiful is that? This is what you need. It's easy. It's simple. It's easy to navigate. You don't need all kinds of classes. You can operate it at home. You can bring it with you on your mobile device. You can watch whatever stock you want. You put it in. When it turns green, you buy it. When it's red, you get out. And we have all the support in the world for you. That's what you need. That's all you need. These 401ks aren't going to give you that. It's crazy. We got some great stocks that are going to do so well. We got right now. Look at I'm going to put one up for you right now. Everybody should get this stock when it's ready. It's Ralph Lauren. Look at this, how Ralph Lauren has just, I'm sorry, not Ralph, Tiffany rather, Tiffany. Tiffany got murdered because of the dollar. It was so strong. Tiffany dropped from $110 to $82, $110 to $82. Now we're going to catch this when it turns green. Tiffany had a 25% discount. This is Tiffany's. If all you do is follow this every day, and when it turns green, you buy. You start buying it when it turns green. And then when you start buying, you start out with just a small amount of shares, like 25 shares. And then what you do is you put in a stop, S-T-O-P. You say, if I lose more than $50, I want out. If I lose more than $100, I want out. If I lose more than $25, I want out. You set it up. We'll show you how to do that. Tiffany, if you miss Tiffany, look what we did this year. Look what we did with DFE. Look what we did with our goals this year. We caught them all. We caught Caterpillar. We caught IBM. We caught them all. And we're going to do this with Tiffany. Tiffany is going to be a tremendous opportunity. Tremendous opportunity. That's just one of many. So follow me. Go to philsgang.com and sign up. That's philsgang.com. We'll be right back after this break, 43 past the hour here on Phil's Gang.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Move over. TD Ameritrade and Scottrade. There's a new leader in the pack of the finest trading platforms in the country. That's right, Phil's Easy Trade platform, designed by professional traders, and is why it's so easy to navigate, so easy to execute, and includes the most important and advanced features that give both professional and novice traders the edge they would expect. So simplistic, so stealth-like to assist you in building your profit center. For information on Phil's Easy Trade platform, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG.
That's right, folks. philsgang.com now offers a stock trading and investing platform. This unique platform is fast and designed for performance with the integration with PTT1 and PTT2 stock charts. It will also be tailored to the way that Phil's Gang teaches you in class. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
What makes investors around the world successful? They're savvy, they do their homework, they look for the best value, and they find it at Interactive Brokers. Phil's Gang chooses Interactive Brokers, stocks, options, futures, forex, bonds, and worldwide from one account. I recommend Interactive Brokers to all my Phil's Gang members. I use it myself. Check them out. Go to philsgang.com and click on the Interactive Brokers graphic, and that's philsgang.com.
philsgang.com offers unique stock software called Phil's Talking Trader on a monthly subscription starting at only $14.95 a month. The Phil's Gang PTT charting software offers earnings data, audio notifications, and the charts are color-coded, so it's the easiest charting software on the market.
Their charts are wonderful. I like the PT1 and the PT2. I use them interchangeably. I have been with him for almost 4 years, and I found that his information is very useful in my being able to make this year 65% above my initial investment.
I would recommend to become a Phil's Gang member because he has his own charts, and like he says, it's follow the money.
The PTT1 and 2, it really just tells you exactly what to do.
To subscribe to the easiest charting software available, that's philsgang.com. Give them a call, 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Be sure to watch the Phil's Gang Show with Phil Grande weekdays at 9 a.m. on various devices like smartphones, tablets, your computer, and more. Get free access to the Phil's Gang Show right in your hands, at home or on the go. Simply go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com and click on the Listen Live link. And we'll see you on the charts.
Investors who want to maximize their opportunities and minimize their losses, turn to philsgang.com. Beginner or seasoned investor, PhilsGang.com is where you learn to invest using professional level skills and strategies, regardless of your experience and investing goals.
Been a member for about a year, and this year I'm up around 60% on my portfolio.
I'm a new gang member. I'm up like 15% in 3 months. Thank you so much.
Thank you for giving my confidence back in trading.
For only $49.95 a month, you will have access to all Phil's Gang programs, special alerts, the daily investing class, and all material is archived. So why don't you take care of your financial opportunities with PhilsGang.com? Operators are standing by. Simply call 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to PhilsGang.com. That's PhilsGang.com today. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. This segment is brought to you by Phil's Easy Trade Platform.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. All my listeners in WLSS 930 Sarasota, WGUL 860 Tampa, KDOW in San Francisco 1220, and KKOL 1300 in Seattle. Welcome back. Okay. We're running out of time. I got to get this across to you. Let me give you this number. Okay, 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-GANG, so you can join my gang, learn how to use one of these charts. And all I ask, again, remember, if you make some money, donate to St. Jude. The fee to join the gang is just $49.95. Invest in yourself. That's what you should do. Now listen to, these are the people that you depend on. You and I are supposed to depend. You're supposed to be directing us, supposed to be helping us, supposed to be helping us to reach our retirement age, supposed to make sure our country is secure and sound. Listen to these crazy people. Now listen to Fisher, the Fed, how he contradicts himself. First he's asked about what does he think is the economy and where we stand in it. Listen.
If you had to rate the U.S. economy 0 to 10, 10 being the best, 0 being, of course, the least vibrant, where would you peg the U.S. economy at this point in time?
Well, in relative terms, relative to the rest of the world, I'd say we're as close to that upper end of the scale, that is broaching 10. We're number one.
We're number one economy. When, of course, we're not. China's number one. I mean, that's just a bold-faced lie. We're 7th in literacy, 27th in math, 22nd in science, 49th in life expectancy, 178th in infant mortality, 3rd in median household income, 4th in labor force, and number 4 in exports. There are 21 countries better than America in freedom from competition, and the U.S. has fallen from number 1 to 24 in perceived honesty. We're number 39. Our country's number 39 in income inequality. I mean, you go on and on. We're nowhere number 1 in anything. Out of 200 countries, we're 102 when it comes to unemployment percentage. As far as infrastructure investment, bridges, roads, out of 150 countries, we've fallen from number 1 to 142. And this liar says we're number 1. Are you nuts? Now listen. Now, so he says he's number 1, everything's terrific. Then he contradicts himself. Listen.
What I don't like is when market commentators come back and blame the Fed for their own problems. I could see a correction taking place of substantial magnitude. Should the Fed react because that's happening? I don't believe so. I've argued that at the table when I was at the table, because after all, this market is hyper overpriced in my view, and these interest rates are abnormally low, engineered by the Fed to be sure, but that's because nobody else was doing anything on the fiscal policy side, and we had to act.
So how can he say you're number 1 when he's telling us we're going to have a major crash, when he's telling us the market has been rigged? The market's been rigged to the upside by these artificial low interest rates, the 0% interest, especially the buybacks. I mean, the buybacks of stocks has driven the stock market up 200% without companies having to do any sales. Let's think about this. $5 billion a day in stock buybacks. That's what drove the stock market up 200%. Had nothing to do with sales, nothing to do with productivity, had nothing to do with anything but this buyback. Stock buybacks don't do anything. Doesn't do anything to increase actual company productivity or performance. Stock buybacks absorb 54% of the S&P 500 companies' earnings and dividends. They take up another 37%, leave almost nothing to put towards the workers or paying current ones even more? If we took Walmart and took all those stock buybacks to make all the officers rich, we could have taken and given each person at Walmart a $25,000 a year raise. Instead, where'd the money go? To the CEOs. Isn't it amazing? So these companies, the GDP, we have only grown economically by 2% a year over the last 6 years. That's a lousy 12% growth. What are you, nuts? But yet the stock market grows 200%? Let's see. So our economy grows 2% a year, but the stock market goes up an average of about 60% a year. And how's it get up 60% a year? By buying back $5 billion a year and $5 billion a day in stocks. $5 billion. This is crazy. But what does this mean? What does this mean? Well, these stock buybacks, they reduce the amount of outstanding shares held by the company. It's called the float. That means you are distributing profits over fewer shares, which forces what? An increase in earnings per share up. And that increases stock prices. Now, the stock price went up without any increased margins or sales or profits. Not because profits went up. No, it had nothing to do with that. It's all artificial, and they're going to keep doing this because they can't raise rates. Because if they raise rates, they will blow up the economy. Why do you think Yellen said, no, we're not going to raise rates? We're not going to raise rates. Because you'll blow up the stock market, you'll blow up the economy. Remember, in 1937, we had the same situation. We had 0% money in 1937. They raised the rates by a quarter point, and the stock market dropped 50%. So what do you do to get through this? Follow me. That's all. I will reach out to you and say, look, follow me. Just try it. Tiffany alone. I will make sure that you will catch Tiffany. You will catch Tiffany. I'm going to have my students put what we call an advanced order in on Tiffany's right above $90.63. An advanced order. So join the gang. It's $49.95 a month, and just follow me. That's all you have to do. I'm here for you. So we have, this is interesting, isn't it, today? Listen to this. Do you remember 5 years ago, the birthday, Obamacare birthday?
But we have to pass the bill so that you can find out what is in it away from the fog of the controversy.
Can you imagine? And she's still in office. She's still in office, this woman. What is wrong with the people? Putting her back in.
If you like your doctor, you will be able to keep your doctor.
Do you believe this? Let's go back in time. Believe this.
I promise you, if you go on the website, and it turns out you're going to save $100, $200, $300 a month on your insurance, or you'll be able to buy insurance for the first time, even if you didn't vote for me, I'll bet you'll sign up for that health care plan.
Yeah, but guess what we found out? We're not saving money. Not saving money. Even if you were paying $2,976 in 2009, you're still paying $3,671. It went up. The average family premium this year is $16,351. Now that's up 4% over last year and up 22% since 2009. When he said that, we're up 22% since he lied. So we got to take care of ourselves. We got to take care of our families. We can't listen to these people. We can't listen to these people at the Fed like Fisher. We can't listen to him. We can't listen to Evans. We can't listen to any of these people. They don't tell the truth. See, because they do just fine. They're going to retire and have all kinds of money because they stole from us. They're going to be just fine. Don't worry about them. They're going to be happy and fine and living a good life and golfing and watching the sun go down. And you and I are going to decide, do we eat spaghetti on Wednesday or do we eat cat food or dog food? It doesn't have to be that way. But we know one thing, we can't trust the system. We can't trust Yellen. Don't we know that? We have an anemic growth. This country's only growing 2% a year. That's crazy. But the stock market's going up 60% a year. And we got to stop with this consumption. They're all about consumption. Let's do stimulus. Let's give money to people so they go consume. It's not consumption we need. It's wage growth we need. That's what we need when it comes to consumer spending. We need wage growth. We can't have these low wages and part-time jobs. And the higher this healthcare cost goes, it's killing us. People do not have enough disposable income after they pay all their bills. Guess what we're finding out? They don't have enough money to go to the stores. That's why their retail sales are down. They're the lowest in 9 years. Disposable income is at a 40-year low. Because with this health care, it's killing people's pockets. People aren't saving. Wages have become even more critical than ever. More critical than ever. But he's not concentrating on wages. He's not. He's concentrating on how does he give somebody more welfare. So here's what we're going to do. Let's focus on what works. The stock market works. Focus on the market. Let me reach out to you and you reach back. I will help you. Join Phil's Gang tonight. Phil'sGang.com. Hey, we'll see you on the chart. What are you, nuts?
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grande, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me.